Well done. You know how to do
Hello.
things. And then fade
Welcome
this
to
out. And
the bus factor.
fade. Yeah, hello, welcome. It's actually the KawaiiFactor.
Sorry, the KawaiiFactor. Do you know what that means in English?
Yes, I do. Someone told me. Was it excrement? Or was that?
No.
No, that was a different thing I was talking about. Oh, watch
Jeez.
out, watch out.
Oh, sorry. It means no, not even close to that.
All right, what does it mean then?
It means cute.
Oh yeah, well that's that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
Why would someone
it was the
name
cute with the plasters and stuff like.
cute with the plasters
Yeah,
and
mate.
stuff?
See, you don't even know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you mean by with the plasters and stuff.
Yeah, it's like cute to be like sick.
Oh, do you just mean like generally in Japanese culture?
Yeah, that's what someone told me.
Okay, yeah, like the ideas of cuteness change between culture, but the
Yeah.
word just means cute.
Speaking of funny things that have different meanings, you know, wet workshops.
I know a little bit. How late are you? None. You're none late. You just got here in time.
Yeah, we started like 2 minutes ago. We haven't really talked about anything
Hey,
at all.
TPP. Glad to see you tuning in at a strange time as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, you're saying Weta workshops?
Yeah, Weta workshops. Do you know what that means?
I mean...
With the current spelling of Weta workshops.
because it... Oh, yeah, that means excrement, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you have to have the macron in the right place and stuff. I was hearing something about there's some suburbs in Wellington that are like Karori. If you try and say Karori in like a proper Māori pronunciation,
Oh yeah, it's
weird.
Karori.
It's like Kaore or something.
Karori.
Yeah, it's like a different. If it's different to how it's currently spelled, because I don't know, it's kind of a weird thing. But yeah, all these words that are easier to pronounce in English than they are than in Māori now because we changed them. What are you doing, by the way?
I was just checking the tweets, mate, to see how popular we are.
How popular are we?
Popular.
Very popular. Good to hear. So we guarantee a bus will go past for every patron.
Yeah, every Patreon.
Patreon?
We should keep an eye out. No, I think they're patrons and we're the Patreon.
6 red light runners and 2 cycle red light runners.
Yeah, should we change that to nothing?
Well, also, I've never noticed that our cycle red light running
Yeah, it's a
doesn't
different
have
font.
a black background.
Yeah.
I guess like where we are in the normal place, it just doesn't make a difference.
Right, this might be a non-zero thing, but the bus red light runners.
Cyclists running red light. It's like kind of hard to see if cyclists are going to run a red light though.
So this is actually. Shall I move this?
Yeah, there's something that's weird about the video. What are you?
Oh
moving?
no, that's the other camera.
Oh,
fuck,
jeez, mate. Jeez.
It was.
What are
there.
you doing?
Yeah, this one.
Why are you moving it like that? Oh, you should make that smaller because it.
Nah, but then it'll change. You know.
What? It'll change.
Yeah, if next week when we do the real show.
It's pretty weird. Take your shirt off.
Ooh, yeah.
I guess people can see us in real life now, so that makes a difference.
Yeah, I've actually said people can come watch us.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Hope you don't mind.
Oh no, I don't mind.
You do mind.
I love the attention, man. It's all good for me.
You really don't, though.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm torn on it. Depends how much alcohol I've had beforehand.
TPP, we wish you were here as well. This is the street that I've seen you drive down once.
Once ever.
Well, you sent me dash cam footage of like this intersection.
Oh, I see. Well, if the weather was better, I'd suggest people go outside and.
Oh my God, there was
street.
a bus. That was a bus.
Oh, there was a bus. Was he? He's not in service as well.
Yeah. So all buses we see will be not in service.
I think we also have a thing.
It's a school route here, so a bus will go past at 3, but one of us can't make it.
Isn't it like it's like school holidays at the moment? Or was that last week?
Yeah, so there might just not be any school buses, but but there was definitely one bus that just went past there.
Yeah, okay. And do we say that there'll be one bus per patron or one bus per patron who pays us enough money?
I think it's one bus per patron.
Okay,
I'd
so
have
we
to
got to
check
get
out
a lot more buses
things.
who go past before we can end the
well, why don't I turn on the replay and we might get another. Nah.
The replay is set up right as well.
Oh, that might have
should have
cut
made
off
a
your
new
voice.
scene. You should have made a new scene.
Yeah, I should have done these.
School is back.
You also could have done it. In the entire hour, you said that you were going to be setting up the show.
I was busy conferencing. I'm at a conference, dude. You know how it is. You got a conference to deal with.
What conference is it?
We are at PoopCon. Wasn't that? It means excrement. Is that what?
No, that's a different word. That's
Different word, okay.
Wetter.
This means band-aids, right?
Yeah, means band-aids. Eh?
Yeah.
See, I've got some nods from the crowds.
There was a callback to earlier in the show when Hugh mentioned that cute means band-aids in Japanese or something. But not the best at Japanese.
I got told by a smart person that that is the case.
Smart person.
Yeah, mate.
Oh, I hope you never ever describe me as a smart person.
I
not that I think
would
you would.
never. I would never. Just.
How have you enjoyed the conference so far?
Conference has been pretty good. There's been a couple of good talks.
Only a couple. You're like, there's been like 10 talks, and you're like, there's been a couple of good
How many
ones.
talks have you been to, Stephen?
0, which means I think 100% of the talks I've been to have been good.
Was actually talking about you earlier today, because you're taking professional development for this conference, right?
Maybe. I'm not sure yet. I could put it down as training. I don't know.
You just openly said you haven't been to any.
Oh, not yet.
And your boss is just there.
What? That conferences are about socialization and enjoying the
How much socializing did you do yesterday, Steve?
as much as I can stomach. I ordered Uber, or like Uber Eats, and then I had to talk to him. Also, cops turned up to my house last night.
What?
So it's 8:30 p.m. I'm like,
What?
I'm not ordering food, so I'm like not expecting anyone at the door, and I hear knocking, and I'm like, that's weird. Like,
It's a cop knock as well. It's like
It wasn't. No, it was like a fairly chill knock because I went someone had a flashlight at my door, and I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, well, whatever. Like, I'll open the door. So I opened it.
so
turned
when's
the light
the
on.
court hearing?
Well, not for me. 2 cops there, 2 female cops as well. Which
I potentially know one of them.
okay, maybe.
Well, I know
guess.
one female cop, so
You know one? Okay, fine. Yeah, sure. I guess so. Potentially, I knew them as well. Who knows?
maybe.
And then there
Was she real short?
There was 2 of them, and they were, I don't know, cop-heighted. I don't know. They just. Anyway.
Nah, she partners with a real tall guy. You can tell it's her.
Yeah, I like them odds. Well, there were 2 female cops, so I don't know. Anyway, they were like, hey, I can't remember how they opened. They were like, I'm going to change the name so I don't get beaten up by this convict. Is Greg here? That was not his name. But they were
Oh my God, was it Greg?
is Greg here?
I know a convict called Greg.
No. And they're like, and I'm like, it could be downstairs because like our house is split between 2 levels with the like exact same address but 2 levels. And I'm like, you can try downstairs. And they were like, okay. And so like they went downstairs and like down the back of the house and downstairs. And then they came back 5 minutes later, knocked, and they're like, have you ever seen this man? And held up a picture of some real grisly looking dude.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, no, I haven't. And they're like, he put his address down for this house and he skipped bail. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, okay. Like, how long have you lived here? And I'm like, since March or so? Like, who do you live here with? What's your name? What's your phone number? And they made me fill it all out. And then they were like, okay, thanks. And then I was like, oh.
Did you give your information to some police officers?
Yeah, like I didn't even have to legally, I'm pretty sure.
I think you do because they questioned you at your house and they had rights
That means
to be
you
there.
have to? I don't know. They could have
Yeah.
not been cops. This is the thing
What were
that
the
I've
badge
seen.
numbers?
I didn't ask. They looked coppish, I guess.
Were
They had
you
they had a
under the
flashlight, bro.
influence of anything at this point?
I was sleepy, but not under the influence of anything. They had a flashlight, okay?
Before we get too far, do we want to do any guesses or do we want to change what we're counting?
What would we count?
We've currently
We could
got
do taxis running red lights, but honestly.
I was thinking in Taxi Factor.
Yeah.
Or, I don't know.
We could do. Someone yelled out about the number of talks I said.
Yeah, number of talks. Yeah, that fits with our current numbers. But we actually want to count higher, preferably during the show.
Number of Kawaiicon attendees walking past outside in cosplay.
In cosplay?
Yep.
Might get none.
Might get none. Probably going to get none. I saw pictures on Twitter of someone who was cosplaying here. I thought about cosplaying, but I'm not that pretty, so don't want to inflict that on people.
Helps if you actually turn up to the conference as well.
Yeah, it's true as well. Well, no, I'm fine not guessing.
We're thinking of only doing a half-hour show just because that's when the lunch break ends, but
that's not the only reason. I have to go to the airport straight after this. So my check-in closes at... so my flight's at 3:55 and bag drop closes 90 minutes before then, which is like 4 p.m.-ish. That's 3 p.m.-ish. That's 2:30. So I need to be at the airport like around 2-ish.
So what you're saying is the reason we're doing a weird time show is because
Thank you, Pepe.
You forgot
So
that
don't
you
tell
were
people
going
about.
on a plane.
Don't tell people about how you've seen inside me on the show. That it's not pretty. Yeah, no, I gotta go to the show. Go to airport plane.
Yeah,
so-
like I got a message from you yesterday being like, oh yeah, I can't do the show tomorrow.
No, I didn't say that. Oh yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I'm like, sorry, I forgot I'm flying out of the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so no, 1:45 I have to leave. But that's also when the lunch break ends. So,
yeah. All right. Shall we talk about some news?
Okay,
then?
let's do some
Or
news.
like, what are we counting? Are we just counting red light runners?
Yeah, how about red light runners in general?
It'll be none. I'm
It's
gonna
just hard to see.
guess one. I reckon one bus
Oh,
might
you mean
just
bus
fucking,
red light runners?
Yeah, I reckon one rogue bus
Well,
might go through,
I'm gonna guess 0.
but your 0 might be closer.
Yep, it definitely could be. Don't worry, you'll only be off by 1 if you're.
So yeah, I've got probably maybe a couple of bus stories, and you've got a few info stories.
Yeah,
Is that correct?
unfortunately, our primary news site is actually not available at the moment, but we have got some secondary news sources. So the reporter on the street isn't here at the moment. Are you waiting for a red light before you do this? Oh, snap. Is that a bus? Did I just see a bus go past? Oh, and the light's red as well.
Oh my god, that was a bus. Just for our patrons. Thanks, patrons.
If you are at the conference and you would like a KawaiiFactor sticker, you can get one from. Do we have any here?
Yes, we do. We
You
should
can come
probably
around.
put them
We're
on the table.
If you're in the foyer area facing towards the conference hall, we're on the right side, lower level, not lower level, but medium level. So you can come around and pick up some stickers if you'd like. There are the I Can Taste the Blood stickers, which are Gen 2 stickers. The Generation 1 stickers, I don't think we have any at the moment.
We've run out.
We've run out of Gen 1 stickers.
You know, Stephen, there's video.
Mm-hmm.
I think people can work out where we are. I mean, you couldn't.
Honestly, I couldn't. Yeah, like
You
fucking-
couldn't.
I'm horrible with this kind
Like,
of thing.
It's a well-known building. It's only on one.
Oh, a big grey building in Wellington. Well, fucking how are you meant to know which one it is? They're all shitty grey buildings.
All
over
right.
here.
From this menu, how many places could you see anything like that?
1, 2, 3, 4-ish, I guess. I don't know what's up that side.
Two. Oh my god, there was a taxi running red light. Boom.
Oh, fucking we should count taxis running red lights then. I knew we'd get one.
All right.
Taxi drivers always running red lights.
So I change
Change the cyclist one.
the cyclist label, which might be this one. No.
No. Wow, aren't we professional at using computers?
Cyclist count? No.
Well,
That's-
cyclist count will
Oh, I can
increase.
just click on that. Yeah, cyclist label. Yeah, that sounds right. And I should
I
select
like
font.
how you actually had it labeled completely correctly. You doubted yourself and were like, no, it's probably not that one.
Shall I underline it or strike it out? How do I bold outside?
It's called an outline. Not in here. Down and down. Yeah. So one of these ones here.
Oh, outline. Cool.
Then you choose black for the color, which, yeah, you get a big black. The blackest black color. Yeah, that's it. Here we are.
Really? I didn't know there was black. I should probably change the label to taxi red light runner.
I like how we've got a half an hour show and we're spending like 20 minutes of it just getting the labels right.
Taxi red light runner.
Okay,
All
and then
right.
increase it by 1.
That's cyclist count.
See, there is a taxi down there looking like he wants to run a red light. It's clearly red in these pedestrians, but I know how these taxi drivers be.
All right, hit me with a news story.
Okay, a news story.
Just the one. You
just-
do one, I do one. You do one, I do one. Fair.
Okay.
Oh, what's the battery like? It is.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
fine. It
yeah,
lasted-
that's fine.
it was
And
like
this is
half an hour.
40%, but it's also charging. So, boom.
1
it's
hour, 34
charging
minutes
slowly.
remaining. Yeah, we're good.
My phone will be full in 6 hours.
Okay, so here's an interesting one. Did you hear about this child abuse website that got busted recently?
Child abuse website that got busted.
Yeah, what do they
recently.
call them? Like child sexual abuse material? Kiddie porn site. on the
I'm
internet.
going to be quite honest with you. I don't commonly frequent those websites.
What about websites that talk about it? So it's on the register.
Oh
It's
my
on
god,
the
this is a
register.
taxi stopping for a red light.
That would be real brutal if that guy went through a red light just then. Oh,
Oh.
you can't see the taxis on the camera either.
Oh yeah. What we could do.
Make it a little bit bigger. It doesn't really help somehow.
What if we
Oh my gosh.
we've got some blue tack.
Your mic just turned off. I think you switched the
Yeah,
off.
I switched it off.
Okay.
Shall I
No,
just stand
bad.
here like this,
If you want to, bro. That's yeah, sure. Go ahead.
or shall I just put it there? And is that legit?
It's legit if you get it to stick in the right place. You just put it back to where it started now. You could have just left it. Oh my god. Okay, there we are. You'll be right. Anyway, the reason this one's interesting is because
That's just where it started, mate.
I know hackers on the internet.
The world is shaking.
Yeah, I know, right? It's like real nauseating. Hackers found out what the IP address of the server hosting this material 4 years ago, and they reported it to a news organization. Can't remember which one. But the problem is the news organization was like, we can't verify this story without going to the website, which we can't do. You
Yeah.
think they did the right thing or the wrong thing or what?
Is that a better angle?
I think it's nauseating.
All right.
Yeah, right thing, wrong thing?
Yeah, maybe.
You didn't hear the story, did
Nah,
you?
not at all.
That's what I put out with every show. For 4 years or so,
Yep.
the, hackers found out the IP address. So supposedly, this is how we know. They right-clicked on the homepage, clicked View Source, and saw the IP address.
Yep.
First of all, those guys suck at running darknet websites.
Sounds like legit hacking.
I know, right?
You're real into getting IP addresses from darknets.
What?
You've done talks on it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to research something, I'd prefer it be a little bit harder than that, though.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, so this news organization's not about it for ages, and they only just found out. But the other thing is, the thing I don't understand is they said that they managed to find out hundreds of people, the plain text IP addresses of hundreds of people who were visiting the website. And I'm like, doesn't that require like a Tor exploit? No taxis, mate.
There's no
If
taxis.
there was a taxi, they would have
Oh, I
went
was
through.
just checking. Did that truck just run? So, like, I've
We
checked.
can't see those lights.
We can't see those lights at all.
What's that noise?
The show is starting in 10 minutes.
Oh, is that what it...
Yeah, I
Yes.
think that's a 10-minute call.
Okay. Real unpleasant.
Is that coming through the things?
No, we got pretty
Cool.
aggressive gating on it.
Oh,
You can
there's
probably hear it
taxi.
when you're
There's
talking.
actually a couple taxis there now. Haven't seen any more buses though.
Okay, why don't you take a news story?
Yeah, cool. So, do you know those advertisings that? Because you know how the Wellington Bus Network is short of bus drivers.
Yeah.
In fact, all of New Zealand
Oh, you
is
couldn't
short
hear
of.
Ding Dong. Okay.
All of New Zealand is short of bus drivers.
All of New Zealand? Are you sure about that?
Yeah, I believe there's like a national driver shortage.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean every place in New Zealand.
Did you know? I also saw a story saying that other countries are also affected by a bus driver shortage.
Oh, okay. I mean, it seems really solvable to me, but yeah, okay, I get it.
But
Oh shit, a second bus.
oh my god, look at that! Whoa! Oh no, he's not going to run. It's not going to run the red light.
Well, technically the red light moves with him, so he doesn't run it either way.
Yeah. Yeah. So to combat this, the regional council, Metlink, they decided to run an advertising campaign. I believe this is the only campaign they've run because they didn't run that red light campaign they said they were running for 3 months.
Okay, I gotcha.
I like how they said they were running a red light campaign for 3 months.
But was it like driver only?
Then when I asked, oh, can I have any information at all about this red light planning? And they're like, oh, we haven't done anything.
Oh, well, there is someone out there. What does it say?
Oh, yeah!
What does it say?
Your podcast is shit?
Your podcast is suits. Butts. Your podcast is butts.
Oh, man, can we keep that sign?
Can we keep the side? I don't know if I can hear it. Also, I don't know if that was actually visible.
Oh,
on the
yeah,
camera
that was
at all.
not visible on the camera.
It definitely might have been. There's definitely a
Oh, my God, we could
chance.
actually just keep this
That's
one
the
here.
that's the original Your Podcast is Shit sign. That was made by a fan.
Is that still in?
No.
Your podcast is.
It's true. Your podcast is lines.
Oh, I'm not sure I can.
Also, I don't know if we can swear on Twitch, can we?
Yeah, we've checked, remember?
Yeah, okay. As long as it's not sexual stuff.
Yeah, and that's Apple for the
Have you
sexual
heard the
things.
term, what was it, ripcording? Rip start, sorry? Have you
Nah,
heard of rip
that's
start?
just too much in the way. Oh, nah, that's.
It's quality content here on the Bus Factor.
Yeah, so anyway, oh yeah, should we talk momentarily about the local body elections? The results
Okay,
are
so
in. The results are in.
Hang on. How about we finish the story you started?
All right, so they are advertising for new bus drivers because they need more bus drivers. So they
Do
got,
you know how much they're spending on it?
I think it was 19K for the last run. So they got one bus driver from each of the 4 operators.
Mm-hmm.
They took photos and did like a little campaign and stuck their pictures up everywhere.
I have
So
seen them around. They were
it includes a lot of digital advertising, but also on the back of buses and some paper copies.
Yep.
Now, they probably did this a couple months ago. Now,
Sorry, Squirt. You can come in person
yeah, we are just
if
here.
you're here at the conference.
What did we do? Oh, yeah, RIP my data. So they have recently found, well, a member of the public has found that one of these drivers, a couple of years ago, has tweeted.
How many years ago? Because
I think it was 10 years. It was when he was a teenager.
When he was a teenager. Okay, 10 years ago.
So he tweeted a lot of tweets. By a lot, I think it was 10. They're all gone now. You can't read them.
Yeah.
About various racial slurs, I guess, and the
derogatory comments about.
Yeah, I think someone
people who
described it
are white.
as he had opinions about a large variety of races and they were not good.
Yeah. So one of the ones I saw was he was like. I think he was
so you
like,
actually saw some of them?
I saw one of them. Yeah, it was like Maori and drug addicts are the same.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Something
yeah.
like that, where it was just fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, Maori and drug addicts are all one and the same. And I'm like, wait, what?
It's like, wow, edgy racist teenager. See, I don't know how I feel about it because 10 years ago, I'm sure I said some dumb shit. Like, I mean, clearly it's not okay to say that.
10 minutes ago, you said some dumb shit.
Yeah, okay, yeah, good point.
Oh,
good
that
point.
was a
And
guest speaker.
That was a guest speaker.
That was actually a guest speaker from the Boat Factor, I believe.
Yes, Boat Factor, Bus Factor, it's still here.
KawaiiFactor.
Sorry,
Get it right.
KawaiiFactor.
Man, like, can't be a co-host on anything.
Yeah. Do you think that they did the right thing?
Oh,
Like
are we
getting
getting
rid of
told
him?
off?
I know, yeah. Everyone's just saying
we're
we're podcast
getting-
suck. Do you think they did the right thing? Or do you think they did?
I think they fucking had a knee-jerk reaction, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. definitely.
They basically put like 20K of money down the drain just because of something someone
Well,
did 10
they
years
got
ago.
rid of his in particular, right? But the other ones are still around?
I think the other ones are still around, and they're running another campaign because they still haven't got bus drivers.
Yeah, okay. It seems like maybe they should devote money towards paying more money.
Nah.
I don't know. Also, why is the regional council paying money to advertise for bus drivers who then get employed by a operator?
Yeah, it's pretty retarded.
It's real weird how the system works. Like, because you saw the review saying that the PTOM was like only positive, right? They were like,
Yeah.
PTOM, all good, bro.
Yeah.
And then stuff like this happens, and I'm like, I'm not sure.
Countrywide as well.
Yeah.
And somehow the PTOM is still good. Like,
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit weird.
literally every main centre has issues with buses.
Yeah.
But nah, PTOM's all good.
Okay, we got 5 minutes left. Do you want to do a tech story? Or you want to talk about local elections?
Only 5 minutes. Right, local bodies. 2 incumbents for the regional council ran again, and they got back in, and we've got a bunch of new people.
So only 2 people got back in.
Yeah,
How many are on the council?
out of all of the regional councils that were running again got in. So only 2 reran,
Okay, I see.
and they were the dicks.
Because Justin Lester didn't get back in, right? He's
Yeah,
in
but
the
that's city council. City
yeah.
council. So now we got Andy Foster as mayor.
But they are talking about how the city council is going to be talking about whether they put the new Victoria bus tunnel in or whether they concentrate on light.
Oh
rail.
yeah. I was reading something about
So
that.
it is gonna think.
Yeah, there is like traffic concerns in just the general city council, but yeah, I guess.
I like that lost boy, right? It's a little bit hard to read.
Yeah, I think that's Lost Boy in there.
Taxis running red lights off illegal, as
Yeah.
opposed to buses running red lights. Okay.
Well, I've got another story about that, but I think I'll delve into that next week.
Okay.
It's an ongoing one.
Yeah.
But buses don't run red lights, mate.
I've
There's
heard
nothing. Oh my god, there's a bus.
No, that'd be crazy. You think a bus would just run a red light on camera?
Yes, I
They've
do.
done studies on it, bro. Buses
Right.
don't
Anyway,
run red
there's
lights.
another bus. How many patrons do we have?
I think we have 5 last time I checked.
I think that's enough.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Oh my God, there's text going on. Wow, rude Scooch.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Don McDon did not get in.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
And when I was doing my voting, there were some other crazies on regional council as well. Like,
yeah, not sure. Yeah, clearly fine. Yeah, you're right. Hey, did you see the pseudo bug?
Want to talk about it for 5 minutes?
You didn't answer the question.
Have I seen the pseudo bug?
Yeah.
I might have pseudo seen it.
Pseudo. Okay, whatever. This one's a real weird bug. I can see how it happened. Basically, if you pass in like a -u -1, the check that verifies whether you're allowed to run the command, it's like, yeah, that's not root. -1 is not the same as 0.
Does this sound familiar to a bug found in judo, what, like 2 years ago or 1 year ago?
The one
I think we talked about that one on the show as well.
that one was to do with time or something, right?
No, there was one that you put in. Oh, I'd have to go back and
There was
look it
definitely
up.
something about time I've seen where
There was
like,
one
those
where,
things.
like, if you just say, "I want to be root," I really, really want to be root. Oh yeah, that's fine.
I
There
don't
was
know.
one like that.
I don't remember that one.
Oh no, was that the system? Yeah, that was system D.
There was a
sorry.
System D one.
Yeah,
like
system
that,
D
yeah.
was like, oh yeah, you think you're root? Cool. Yep.
Yeah, some of that kind of bug. The weird thing about this one, though, is the only time it matters is if you have sudo access to run a command as anyone except for root. Then you can run the command as root as well. But that's a weird config, right?
Yeah,
Like,
that's weird.
but I did hear that there are major people in New Zealand who do have that config.
Major people.
Major people.
But if you can run as any user, like you can go, okay, cool. So I'll sudo to the ADM user, which gives me the right to write raw to disk and overwrite
Yeah, okay, yeah.
any file and get root that way. It's
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
dumb bug. It's like, it was already exploitable. Who cares?
Yeah. I think someone tried to post ASCII out, but fucked it up real bad.
Yeah, I mean, it was Scooch, so it was fucked up from the start. Hey, this is Liam. I just wanted to give a shout out to all the listeners to the Bus Factor. I hope the KawaiiFactor, hope both of you are having a great time.
All of our listeners. There's heaps of people.
We've also had 3 people talk in chat, so that's 3 plus me and Hugh.
Oh man, my dad's gonna be so sad later.
Well, I thought you said he has Twitter to check.
Oh, what's
when-
happening? What's happening? What the fuck was that?
Mousy. I don't think Bluetooth's on the computer. That was glitched out. It is not a great thing. It's like covered in glue from the time we did something.
And there might be
involving
some
glue.
sand and shit in it from
Yeah.
that time we.
Okay, well, I'm almost done.
All right, shall we call it?
Yeah. Oh, last piece of news I want to talk about. A bunch of the Australian boutiques have been merged into a new company.
Cybersex, right?
CyberSex, that's right. I think this involves, I haven't actually checked, I think it's every boutique in Australia. Or very close to
I
it.
think we did talk through that. And
Your
yeah.
podcast is butts. That's what the
Oh,
sign
it needs to
said.
go like heaps over.
Yeah. And
Yeah, so that wasn't actually seen from the road, just FYI. It needs to go further. The chat's holding
Yeah,
it.
the other thing is if you hold it up higher, because what's happening is because it's so dark, the camera's like adjusting for the sky in the background. It's a complicated. There we are. Your podcast is butts. So a second sign for us.
Sorry, quick question from a long-term listener, first-time caller.
Yeah.
I'm speaking at 3:15 today. Can you make it, mate?
No, I can't. I'm real sorry. I literally have to catch a flight. My flight's at 3:55, and it's international, so I got to go and get in.
You're a terrible friend.
I know. I know. I just.
So how many talks are you actually planning on seeing? Because you're about to leave straight
Well,
after this,
someone
and
was-
you've already seen 0.
Someone texted me during Matt Daly's talk and was like, "Whoa, this talk is doing all that research you said you were going to do, but we're too lazy to do." And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck, that sounds really good. And they're like, "Whoa, the slides are so good." I'm like, "Shit."
It was a real good talk.
Yeah.
Pity
he
didn't
does real
make
good
it.
talks, right?
Pity you did not make it.
His one at
Um,
B-Sides Wellington was fucking banging as
Oh,
well.
that was so amazing. I've watched that several times since.
Yeah. It's
I'm
good.
like, oh, like I just love the slides.
Yeah.
Oh no, what happened?
Sorry, I
Fucking
keep
everything's
wiggling
glitching.
Okay, well, it's time for me to skedaddle off. Did you upgrade your flight? Oh my gosh, You know, I told them on Twitter, I'm like, yo, I've got 6 emails in 5 days asking me if I want to upgrade. Like, I think there's a bug. And they were like, oh, here's a link that'll help. And it's an FAQ page that says, to unsubscribe, click the unsubscribe link. I'm like, I fucking clicked the unsubscribe. Oh,
Oh my god, there's going to be an emergency services.
they might go through a red light. Where is it? That's on this side, right? I can see the lights flashing.
That might be a red light. It actually might have been a red light they ran through.
I mean, might not have been as well.
Yeah, all the cars are stopped.
Wait,
Yeah, that was a fire truck running red light, everyone.
fire truck running a red
You
light.
saw it here first
Take him down,
because
police.
no one has ever seen that
Lock 'em
ever
up.
before.
Okay, time for me to leave.
All right. The show won't be uploaded until maybe next week because we're lazy and on site.
What, we're lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm just not going to be here.
You literally did no setup. Like.
That's not true.
All right. Anyway,
I told people it was going to happen. Okay. Hope everyone has a good rest of the conference.
are you here next week? Because you were unsure whether you're here this week.
I I think my flight's on Thursday. So assuming it goes well, I'll be here on Friday. I won't be at work, but I can come in for the
So
Bus Factor.
you'll tell me on Friday that you're
I'll
here?
tell you on Thursday whether I'm going or not.
Jesus. Okay.
Sorry, like I just genuinely don't know.
No other kind of pressing
An
news.
arachno-capitalist. That's real good.
That's nice. Yeah.
Okay,
I
no,
like it.
literally, I gotta go. Like, I missed my flight. Okay.
Yeah, and
everyone has a good
hit
week.
us up on Patreon and shit. Blah blah blah. Yeah.
Thanks to us. Bye.
Cheers.
He can't click it. He's trying to.
Bus Factor. Lip. Oh yeah. Lip. Bus Factor. Oh yeah.